Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I into the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I RASTA go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Unu prepared a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Unu anointed I head to no aisle. Me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I aisle. And I man I go dwell in the house of the Lord. Thank you for I life. Thank you for I life, oh Jaja. Thank you for I life. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, we do it on only one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the headquarters of the truth. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And we speak truth to power in the service of God and country. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes, and sizes, aromas, and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some good amount of heating. In the aftermath, they produce food in all its sumptuousness and palatability. Oh, for the nourishment of the family. That's what we do here. We bring ideas from all walks of life. Pick up the creme de la creme of all these ideas and slap that to the problems we have on our continent, our land, for the solution. This is the Black Pot. This is the headquarters of the truth. Black Empire Media. And we are live on YouTube. Also live on Facebook. Do me a favor. Click on the like button. Hit on the share button. Share the broadcast so many more people can be part of this wonderful broadcast. And above all, please subscribe to the channel. Encourage other people to be part of this. Today we're starting late because we have to run around the city to be able to fix a few things. I hope you forgive us. We normally would like to stick to the time. I apologize for that. Share the broadcast so many more people can feel the vibration. We have three very important issues, and we're going to deal with that. Story number one. And the first story: BBC jumps on Anas Aremeyaw'S $18 million cash. Who is Anas Aremeyaw Anas? He is the investigative journalist who appears with a beaded mask, and that has become his claim to fame. Aside the work that he does, naming and shaming the bad guys. I love Anas Aremeyaw Anas. Many people have criticized his modus operandi. They claim that what he's doing is not investigative journalism. Even in a court in Ghana, it was said that he does investigative terrorism instead. But the American courts have upheld his hard work and have decided to reward him with an $18 million cash on a suit that he slapped on his biggest opponent in the world, and that is Kennedy Agyapong. Aside all the bad guys he's been chasing around. Anas Aremeyaw Anas was said to have won an $18 million cash. That's a lawsuit. And he was basking in that glory. He was happy about it, naturally. But Kennedy Agyapong and his team of supporters have debunked this and said that it was a mistrial. It looks like the chickens are coming home to roost. BBC has confirmed it. Watch this. And this is from BBC, written by one Natasha Booty and Daniel Dazi, of course. And it says, reporter who sued MP and won 18 million American dollars, hopeful he will pocket the money. And this story hit us from the BBC. Some local news portals have also killed the same thing. Some of them have even lifted it hook, line, and sinker. And one of those is Ghana Way. Watch this. Same story. Credited to the BBC as the source. Run the story, my youth. Come here. Watch this. An investigative journalist who won an 18 million equivalent to 14 million pound defamation case against a Ghanaian MP says that although he's hopeful he will receive the money, that is more rewarding. What is more rewarding is the message his victory sends. And as Aremeyaw Anas began legal action against Kennedy Agyapong after the MP labeled him a criminal, following his investigation into football corruption in Ghana and elsewhere. He initially brought the case in Ghana and lost, but then took it to the US where Agyapong owns property and won. Now the bigger impact for me is not the money, but the fact that young journalists are encouraged to hold the powerful to account, no matter how big you are. As a politician, Anas told the BBC, whoa. Now the court heard that Agyapong, among other accusations made on the podcast, had called the reporter a criminal and alleged he was behind the murder of fellow journalist Ahmed Swale. Anas told the BBC he was still grieving Swale and that despite the recent arrest of one suspect, he believes there are other culprits still at large. From time to time, I go where Ahmed was shot and I go to have my own quiet time. I go to his grave. It encourages me. When Ahmed was alive, he asked me one day, boss, I want to assure you that one day you should die. If you should die, I will continue with the good work that you do. I didn't know it was going to be the reverse, because all along I was the one who was the target. Anas has been scathing in his criticism of Ghana's legal system, telling the BBC he believes many members of the judiciary are doing nothing but tilting the scale of justice in favor of the wrong one. He decided to bring his case against the MP to the US state of New Jersey, where the politician was at the time he was interviewed for the Daddy Fred Show podcast, according to court papers filed by Anas's lawyers. Now, the journalist's victory earlier this month saw him awarded 18 million American dollars in damages as the result of a unanimous decision by an 8-member jury in Essex County Superior Court in New Jersey, finding Agyapong liable for defamation. Now, the figure included 8 million in punitive damages, and I mean $8 million. I feel very happy. I think that is a vindication of what I have always preached. This goes a long way to encourage African journalists across the continent. There is a need for us to be resilient. There's a need for us to have a stomach to take the heat, and that's told the BBC. Now that the court has ordered Agyapong to pay damages, the journalist says he is confident the funds will be transferred because his legal team's due diligence had assessed the value of property and businesses owned by the MP before bringing the case. I cannot be 100% certain, but I know that my legal team has done some work and they have a plan, he adds. And that says that even though his case was won in the US, it will serve as a wake-up call to the rich and powerful that African journalists can and will hold them to account. We also have the capacity to stand toe-to-toe with you. While we are patient, while we are honest, our day will definitely come. Dash it away. well spoken. Kennedy Agyapong had boasted so much of his wealth. He said in the whole of America, there's no politician as rich as he is except one, Bloomberg. He boasted of a 45-room mansion that he had built. He boasted about how much money he has and how much he's worth. He said, amidst many things, that if he is guilty, he would always pay. Oh Lord. Using expletives every now and then. He's a feared MP in Ghana. Because one, he speaks his mind. And two, he's not scared of anybody. Is this the fall of the mighty and heavy? Or is it just a new turn around for Ghanaian journalism and African journalism, including the fact that the truth would always win over the lie? But Kennedy is speaking. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong arrived in Ghana to a tumultuous welcome from his fans. They met him at the airport, clapped for him, sang songs. He is saying something. Anas's $18 million court case. I will continue to fight for the truth. And this is Kennedy Agyapong talking. Run it, my youth. On arrival, Kennedy Agyapong, former NP for Asin Central, has stated that he will continue to fight for the truth even after an Essex County Court in New Jersey awarded investigative journalist Aremeyaw Anas $18 million in damages against him for defamation. Now, speaking to a group of people at the Kotoka International Airport on March 27, 2025, he stated that he will fight until the truth is established. In a video shared on Metro TV's X account, the maverick politician is heard urging the crowd to stay calm, even as he thanked them for the rousing welcome they gave him and his wife on their return to the country. Thank you for the welcome and support you have shown me and my wife. This will inspire me to continue to fight and defend the truth. So I will say that you should all stay calm. Nobody should worry. Anyone who wants to speak the truth and fight for the voiceless will go through all of these ordeals. I have become a better person after this ordeal, and I thank you all for your support. In due course, you will hear from me. Dash it away. So he said he has become a better person. What is the better person Kennedy Agyapong has become? Is he going to speak less now, or is he going to speak now with more decorum? What better person has Kennedy Agyapong become? Has the vitriol in his mouth reduced? Has the diarrhea of the mouth ceased? In the coming days, he said he will update us. But his supporters and lawyers who were saying that it was a mistrial and that no amount of money was awarded Anas and that Kennedy will not pay anything. Have you seen your smoothness level, as we say in Ghana? Is he still going to run away from the $18 million American cash? Is he going to try and speak to Anas and have a truce and beg him on his knees and say, Bosso, you have won the case. I don't have the money to pay. Or would Kennedy live by his words and say that, yes, I am rich. Therefore, as I boasted, I am going to pay. He said, when the money comes out and I pay. A lot of expletives that we cannot use right here on this platform. But Kennedy and his lawyers had something to say in court about him boasting about the immense amount of wealth he had. What did he say? My client was only bragging about his wealth. What Kennedy's lawyer said in court. And Hot News also picked it up and made it into a news card. Bring out that. You see that? Hot. My client was only bragging about his wealth. Kennedy Agyapong's lawyer tells U.S. court. Run the story, my youth. Hey, a newly surfaced video has added a dramatic twist to the ongoing legal proceedings involving Kennedy Agyapong against ace investigative journalist Aremeyaw Anas. Now, the lead lawyer representing the Ghanaian politician and businessman vehemently argued in court that his client's statements about his immense wealth were nothing more than exaggerated boasting, or as he put it, perfidy. Dash it out. Holiday, bring it back. Just to give credence to what I said earlier, let's read the third paragraph. Now, the debate unfolded when lawyers for investigative journalist Aremeyaw Anas sought to admit a video into evidence. Now, the footage captured Kennedy Agyapong making bold claims about his wealth, including a striking statement. With the exception of Bloomberg, I am richer than any American politician. Other clips in the video highlighted Agyapong boasting about constructing a massive 45-bedroom mansion, among other grand assertions. But all this, Kennedy said, is perfidy. He was just boasting. But Anas's lawyers won it, and then they were able to have it admitted into evidence. Kennedy lost the case. This is the second time Kennedy Agyapong is losing a case in America. The first one was against Kevin Taylor. Now it's Aremeyaw Anas. After losing a massive election in his attempt to be the flag bearer of his party, he is still being slapped with financial burdens. Would it be too much for Kennedy to shut up? I don't want him to shut up. I want him to talk. Because sometimes he speaks my mind. He goes overboard sometimes. But I think that we still need Kennedy to speak. We don't want to gag anybody in a democracy. This is the 18 million American dollar cash. You may call it free bonto or free chobo. Aremeyaw Anas, from now on, would walk with his arms stretched like the Titanic ship's masts, like that. Congratulations to Anas. Congratulations to investigative journalism, and congratulations to journalism in general, right here in Africa and beyond. Kudos, love, and respect is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hiya! Hiya! Wayo! It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth to power. He used to be called Desiree. He threw away all the names belonging to the West and held on to his African names. Mobutu Seseko Kuku Mbendu was a banger. He made it clear that he will never ever be seen as a former president of Zaire. He believed he was going to be in power forever and ever as the omnipotent and omnipresent. He was chased out of power. He died in poverty. All that he's trying to make out of the stolen money is now in shambles. Mobutu Seseko Kuku Mbendu was a banker. It's the Blakk Pot. My name, Blakk RASTA. Please do business with us. Pick up our numbers scrolling on the screen. Do business with us. Oh my God. Everybody watches this show all over the world. Africa, we have it locked. Your business will do so well here. Are you ready? Are you not ready? It's the Blakk Pot. Next story. Yes. Kumasi market traders apologize to Bawumia. Is it true? There's a video making the rounds that some women purportedly coming all the way from the Kumasi market, shouting and apologizing to Bawumia, calling him our father. My brother, my sister, do we have the video? My brother, my sister. The video is making the rounds. And this is what it is. But it's captured the lenses of so many different newspapers and news portals in Ghana. What are they saying? This is Ghana Web, and it says, our father, Dr. Bawumia, forgive us our sins. And this is supposed to be coming from Kumasi market women chanting. Run the story. A group of market women at the Edum market in Kumasi, in the Ashanti region, which was engulfed by the fire last week, have rendered an unqualified apology to former Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the new Patriotic Party presidential candidate for the 2024 general elections. It is unclear what they were apologizing for, but it is believed they may not have voted for the NPP during the December 7 elections. The traders, who appeared to regret their actions upon seeing the former vice president visit the market after the fire incident, could not hold back their emotions and repeatedly chanted, our father, Dr. Bawumia, forgive us our sins. Yeah, Papa Bawumia, for a bonny chain. Meanwhile, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has extended support to traders affected by the recent devastating fire, donating 200,000 and 100 bags of cement to aid in rebuilding their businesses. The fire, which broke out on Friday, March 21, ravaged several shops and stalls in the bustling business district, destroying goods worth millions of Ghana cedis. Dash. Who is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia? Do you know him? He's the vice president of the Republic of Ghana that everybody saw to be an economic wastegate. They even nicknamed him Adam Smith. They made a mistake. He was a blacksmith. They saw the smith and could not wait to attribute the prowess of Adam Smith to him. He was a blacksmith. My brother, my sister, the worst performing vice president this nation has ever had, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. He was a disgrace to Ghanaian politics. They kicked him out of power. After insulting Ghanaians with his abysmal performance, he came back and wanted to be president of this country, exuding unprofessional and off-step dances. Mahamudu Bawumia, that is him, the spectacle. Anytime I see him, I get so angry, I want to drink all the water in the sea. Now, we are told that some women at the market in Edum approached him, asking him for forgiveness for their sins. Now, the story says they are not even clear exactly what they were apologizing for, but they want to hazard a guess that they probably did not vote for Bawumia. Therefore, they apologize. A lot of Ghanaians behave like dogs without apology. They have what is called dog's loyalty. As long as you feed them, they are your slaves. The day you fail to feed them out of hardship, they shift their loyalty to another one who feeds them on the day. Dog's loyalty. Hey, you can feed a dog 1,000,000 years. One day, when you are broke and you don't feed it, it shifts loyalty to the next guy. And a lot of Ghanaians behave like that. How on earth will you vote a new president on? Less than 3 months down the line, you already have regretted that you have voted against Bawumia. A man who for 8 years meted out nothing but brazen impunity, unbridled impunity of lies. He became the heralded king of lies, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. At a point, I was tempted to believe that Bawumia was a doctor of lies. Maybe what he studied for his PhD was lies. Hey, he coughed out lies with the easiest cheek. Hey, he lied to chiefs in Cape Coast. His boss came trying to do damage control, but they messed up. He himself said, according to his spokesperson during the elections, that anytime his old tapes were played to him, he felt so embarrassed, he didn't know what to do with himself. Thankfully, social media never forgets anything. The internet never forgets anything. So those women, was it propaganda or what? If Bawumia has the effrontery to walk on the streets of Accra, I'm sure people will lynch him. If Nana Addo has the effrontery to walk on the streets of Accra, I am sure people will reduce his size and height even more. The last people Ghanaians want to see, Bawumia and his boss, the dwarf, Nana Akufo-Addo. Hey! We still remember the unprofessional haircuts they gave to pensioners, many of who have visited early graves. Many are still struggling with terminal illnesses and diseases. We remember the dirty propaganda surrounding himself with unwitted illiterates like Wuntumi. Unwitted illiterates. You know what that word means? Dim-wits. Dim-witted illiterates like Chairman Wuntumi. All he has is galamsey gold. No common sense. No sense. No wisdom. These are the people he surrounded himself with. Blowing his trumpet. How can you win an election on a pedestal of lies and dim-wits following you as your entourage? So today, if I hear some Kumasi women have come out to say they are apologizing to him, I want to think that is dog loyalty. He's come to give you 200,000 Ghana cedis when you have lost millions. He's giving you 1,000 bags of rice. Maybe the rice was even stolen from the port, like we were told he did the last time. Somebody from his office ordered that rice should be taken from somebody illegally to be given to Muslims to fast. He denied it. The person was seen to be coming from his own office. What kind of thievery is this? If I were these people, I would never accept rice from Bawumia because he has the penchant of usurping rice. He's the rice master, Ghana's rice master, Dr. Bawumia. So to the Edum women, the 6 or 5 women who came out to apologize to him, let him be the president of your houses and you see. Obetra montro amomon who say obi wa a friend say time. But say time. Ni nana so na ye Bawumia. Dash it away. It's the Blakk pot. AKA Kukushonomo. It's all about Ghana. Nobody's bigger than Ghana. Hey! Hey, wayo! Wayo!
Blackpot. Coco show.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. This is the headquarters of the truth. It is the voice of the voiceless, the voice of the people. Shall we look at your messages? Jobless says, first to be here. Cletus Akani says, hey, good evening, Black Rasta. You are doing a great job. We are watching you from Kumasi. Suman Richard says, good evening, Black Empire. I am watching you live from Kaswa. Adam Nana. Boss, keep the good work. From Madagana. Ras Owusu says, big up. Nikes Atinyo says, go high. Yaya Ahmed says, watching you live from Wa. My mentor, keep the fire blazing, burning, Black Rasta. Okay. Richmond Navansi says, watching you live from Senegal. Keep up the good work, boss. I hope to visit Senegal anytime soon. I love to come there and mash up the place with reggae music. Sola Jimawena says, good evening, Black. Welcome. She's all the way from Togo, right? Reginald Selom Agbojo says, blessed, my big teacher. Let the fire keep burning. Dove Brain says, love, love. Kamaldin Moru says, if he must talk sense. Yes. Nikes Atinyo says, kudos. Abu Rahim says, no one is bigger than the truth, Rasta. Thank you. That is why this is the headquarters of the truth. Reginald Selom Agbojo said, Black Rasta, some countries don't accept bribery like some of our people. Oh yes, South Africa, Israel, but in our country, bribery is taken with brazen, unbridled impunity. Oh yeah, yo, P. Nikes Atinyo says, po, po, po. Kamaldin Imori says, Black. Raka Raka says, good evening, boss. Watching you live from Agbozome. Please, did you have WhatsApp platform? I want to join. Do you have a WhatsApp platform? I want to join you, boss. More fire. Well, we have the Kuchoko soldiers. You know, find them on Facebook. Post your questions there. They will surely admit you. Right? Big up yourself. And remember, soon, we're going to hit the roads again. Preaching patriotism. Make sure, Raka Raka, you are part of this. We are called MAD. Movement Against Disorder. All right? Okay. Are we done with the messages? JDSGA says, greetings, Black. We are live. Woyo, Mohammed Panjia one says, we are on. Subscribe, like, and share, share, share. Run the story, Aremeyaw. Keep speaking truth to power. Yelman Chamalana, the hard truth king. Come here. Hey! Woyo! Signed MC Scorpion inside a Shima. JDSGA says, Black, I like your outfit today more. More fire. Stephen Zometi says, good evening, Black. F1. It's the Black Pot. We're going to take the second batch of your messages pretty soon. In the interim, last story. And it's hot. Bring back Sedinam before any NPP prosecution. Who is this Sedinam? Do you know her? In Nigeria, they say, do you know her? You know her. If you're not careful and flies are flying around, and you ask that question, you will swallow 1 million flies in Lagos. You know her. It is for her. Do you know her? I said, do you know her? Homo Nigeria de Carilas. Ibofenu. I love Nigeria. Oh Lord. It's the most beautiful country in the universe. Hey, have you been to Nigeria before? Maybe I should be made an ambassador of that beautiful country. It is the home of Afrobeat. Niger, no, they carry last. Despite all the hardships, when they are chilling, they are chilling. They forget that there's a corrupt president or a corrupt senator. They say senator. Now senator, you know her. Curtain, they say cotton. Yeah? Doctor, they say doctor. Homo Nigeria know they carry last. I love Nigeria. I want to believe that I am Nigerian. Because the vim I get, this be Nigeria vim. I hear if I was in Nigeria by now, they would have locked me up at Kirikiri. Thank God. This is an escaped Nigerian. Imokwenu! Zuekwenu! Hey! That was Sedinam. She is a dangerous criminal. Bring her back. This lady was the boss of Maslock. She embezzled money like Pekple during Homo. She's a mentee of the other politician who had millions under her bed and in cockroach holes. Dangerous, dirty criminals. The courts of Ghana found her guilty, ready to sentence her. She said she was sick. Sick. She was jailed 10 years in absentia for causing financial loss to the nation on the 16th of April 2024. This dirty criminal. In fact, she was an appointee of the NDC that has returned into power. Now the NDC is going around holding people responsible for stealing our money. And somebody just stood back and said, you dey catch people for criminal activity. Una forget Maslock boss Sedinam tamaklo. If una no catch am, make una no catch Keloforiata. Na lie. Tofia kwa. Run the story. Who is saying that? Watch this. John Mahama must produce Sedinam Tamaklo to serve her jail term. He knows her whereabouts. That I don't know. If Mahama knows her whereabouts, I don't. Until NDC brings Sedinam back to face the law, no MPP member will be prosecuted. This is Owusu Bempah daring the Attorney General. This is Owusu Bempah. He's a loud-mouthed braggart. He said some terrible things against Ibrahim Mahama. And when Mahama pounced on him, he started running diarrhea. He was wetting his pants as if he had a weak bladder. All of a sudden, he became like a skeleton. When you open the room, he's jumping around. This guy. I like people who speak their mind, but they must speak with the Ghanaian conscience. Ghana at heart, Ghana in mind. But these are dirty politicians. They are only about their party. That's why I don't like them. Dirty politicians. But he's making sense. Oh. The only thing I disagree with him about or on is the fact that if that woman doesn't come, the Attorney General cannot prosecute anybody. You have no right to stop the Attorney General from that. You can only tell the Attorney General, please remove that speck from your eye before you remove the log from mine. Run the story. The Deputy Communications Director of the New Patriotic Party, Ernest Owusu Bempah, has challenged the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayene, to extradite Sedinam Tamaklo Ationu, a former CEO of the Microfinance and Small Loan Center, Maslock, to serve her 10-year jail term. According to Owusu Bempah, until the National Democratic Congress, the NDC government, ensures the return of Sedinam to face the law, no MPP member should be prosecuted. Speaking in an interview on OKFM on March 26, he accused the NDC government of deliberately targeting MPP appointees for prosecution and persecution. He insisted that if the ruling party was serious about fighting corruption, it should first bring back Sedinam, who has already been convicted by the court but has gone into hiding. Ayene has surprised me. It seems politics has completely taken over him, and he's losing sight of the real issues. He thinks he has Edubuahin and is accusing him of multiple crimes. If he has a case, why doesn't he go to court? This kind of selective justice only happens under an incompetent NDC government. So you see, after everything, NDC, national. It's making sense. I want to see Sedinam brought to book. In Ghana, oh, this is our thieves. When he or she steals, we get part of the loot, so it's okay to steal. We are not really against stealing. We are against the fact that we don't get part of the loot from the stealing. We've said this time and again. What is Sedinam doing? We want to bring Kenoforiata. We know how to put him on the wanted list and get BBC to talk about it. But a dirty criminal like Sedinam Ationu is walking free with our stolen money. You know how she left the country? She left the country in the full glare of the NPP government. Now the same NPP government is saying Mahama knows where she is. Who let her loose? Idiots. You politicians are behaving in the same old manner. Mahama appoints this woman. After Mahama's tenure of office, Nana Addo comes to say, oh, this is a criminal. They go to court and the court convicts her. Then she's supposed to go to jail for 10 years. She says, oh, you know, I'm sick. Oh, I have cancer of the esophagus, or cancer of the medulla oblongata. Cancer that is not in any medical book. Please allow me some 2 days to go for medical care. Through these jingoisms and foolishness and lack of patriotism for our country, they let her go. They let her go. Then she absconds, and then they are running after Mahama. Mahama, even though you were not the one who let her go, go and find her because you know where she is. What kind of logic is this? I don't get it. Mentasi, I can't think far. I can't think. Madness. Why did Nana Akufo-Addo and his cohorts not hold this woman? They allowed her out. And when she went out on medical holiday, she was gone. Now, an innocent man who didn't know where this woman was, at the time you were living, letting her out, you are asking him to go bring her. We know your tricks. Fortunately, with Mohammed's coming, those tricks have ended. They are so angry that he's chasing them without any pretense. Look at this guy called Edubuahin. Look at the allegations against him. The obnoxious wealth he has. We want to investigate him a little bit. And the shady contracts. People are already supporting him. People like this guy. Oh, he thinks he has him. Oh, if he has a case, he should go to court. Of course, he will go to court. They support their own thieves. Because when the thieves steal, they bring part of the loot to them. How can the country grow when we have our thieves and they have their thieves? If you are not our thief, then you are their thieves. Then it is a country of thieves. We are running a kleptocracy. You know what that means? It's a lootocracy under a kleptocracy. A government of looters controlled by a government of thieves. A lootocracy that is controlled by kleptocracy. Well, please bring back Sedinam. We want to hear. We want a writer. Attorney General, I am your fan. Please tell us where this woman is if you know. If you don't, set the NIB after her. Put it out that she's also on the wanted list. so that anybody who sees her will see the mark of Cain on her and bring her down. Is the black pot, aka Kokoshonamo. And here we speak truth to power. We are done for the day. I thank you. Shall we look at your last messages? And we are done. Kamadi Nimoro says JDM should concentrate on people who will value and appreciate his work. I agree with you. Ebenezer Akandrugu, justice for short people. Ebenezer, I need to speak with you. So let's speak right after this broadcast. Yeah? Mawuli Witty says black pot is very powerful. The zodiac energy is hot. Keep the fire burning. Kamaldini Moro returns and says, I don't know who is deceiving NPP that they may win power come 2028. You mean 2078? Is that a mistake? I think I'm seeing 2078. Well, Cerise Jasper Johnson says, the great black pot is a place of wisdom and learning. God bless you. Abdullahi Silla says, watching you live from Orlando, Florida. Keep it high, black. All right? Brother Agyapong Shahenda. Kojo Wangfu says, with all that money, he could have helped Ghana instead of going to the IMF. Tom K. Oh, Ghana. Till when? It takes us, the citizens, to build a country Ghana we want by being patriotic. God. Good evening, family. To my darling says, our journalists need to keep our politicians in check, like what Blakk, RASTA, and Anas are doing. Respect, Blakk, respect. Abdullahi Fuseni says, life inside Wa East, Upper West. Blessed. Sufyan Suleimana says, watching you live, my godfather and king of patriotism, remain blessed. Wayoy! Mumuni Tijani says, salamu alaikum, my brother. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Kaifa halik? I am strongly with you in spirit. Same way. All right? Charles Bruce says, these same market women threatened to close their shops because taxmen were put in their shops to monitor their sales and collect VAT. Today they have forgotten dog's loyalty. Dog loyalty. Amir Picasso Pablo says, good evening, Blakk RASTA, watching you live from the UK. Idris Hafiz says, good evening, brother. I'm watching you live from Tamale inside Abu Abu. Abu Abu, that's my area. Yeah, Abu Abu, Abu Abu, Abu. My house opposite the Abu Abu market. Yeah, next to the commercial bank. Yeah, I miss. And forest where we used to go and play. Now they have taken all the forest and built nasty houses into that. God will punish these people in Tamale there. Say to Isaka, Rasta, this time we have to arrest the criminals. Yes, we arrested them. We did catch them. It's the black pot. It's been the black pot. It will always be the black pot. My name is Blakk RASTA. I appreciate you and I love you. Oh Lord. I'll catch you again. Tomorrow, same time, 6 o'clock until 7. Until then, if you need a taxi, 24 hours, 7 days a week. See ya. Hey ya. Wayo. Wayo.